Hello YouTube, how is everyone doing? It's Professional here, and today I am reviewing the two new weapons that were released today, the Unholy Hellbringer and the Widowmaker. And these are the same guns that are in the TV show Republican Space Rangers in the game, and they're futuristic weapons similar to the Up-and Atomizer. Here's the Unholy Hellbringer, $390,000 for that one, and the Widowmaker, $431,000. So let's start off with the Widowmaker. They're both very expensive guns, and this is going to be a really short review, but I'm sorry to say, there's pretty much no difference between these guns. The Widowmaker is the exact same thing as the minigun I found. It's just reskinned to be kind of futuristic. And the Unholy Hellbringer is the exact same thing as the combat machine gun. They both have the exact same animations. I mean, just take a look at this. When you run around with the Widowmaker, it's the exact same animation as the minigun. And if you run around with the Unholy Hellbringer, it's the exact same animation as with the Combat MG. There's no difference. And if we take a look at the stats up there, take a look at the stats in the top right corner, there is no difference in stats in between the two guns. It's exactly the same thing. But nonetheless, I still decided to do some testing to see if there's anything unique about these weapons. So let's do some testing. So even though the stats say they're the same thing, are they in damage? Here we're testing the Widowmaker on the left side and the minigun on the right side. You guys can see they have the exact same animation, and it takes 6 to 7 seconds exactly to blow up the Karumas. Now if we test the Unholy Hellbringer and the Combat MG, I decided to revert the Combat MG to its original form for testing because I didn't want the upgraded one. And right here we're testing that Unholy Hellbringer on the left side, Combat MG on the right side. If we look, Unholy Hellbringer beats the Combat MG here by 2 seconds, so it blows up the Karuma in about 24 seconds. MG blows it up in 26 seconds, but the only reason the Combat MG takes 2 seconds more is because I had to reload. For the Unholy Hellbringer, you don't have to reload. That's one good thing about that gun, is that it basically has an infinite magazine. If you have 10,000 shots, you can just keep firing. But there's still one final test to do, the Mark II machine gun. How does the Mark II machine gun compare against the Unholy Hellbringer? The Unholy Hellbringer got 24 seconds destroying the Karuma. So right here we're using the Mark II machine gun. Let's see if we can beat 24 seconds. And how much do we get here? We get 20 seconds. So the Mark II machine gun, I personally prefer that over the Hellbringer. The one good thing about the Hellbringer, like I said, is that it has an infinite magazine. As long as you have 10,000 shots, you can fire 10,000 shots. You don't have to reload every 200 shots or 100 shots like the Combat MG, but still, it's pretty much the exact same weapon. Even though these weapons do the exact same damage and have the exact same fire rate, I wanted to see if there was a range difference. So I decided to test the ranges of these weapons, and my friend Saucer Cat is standing right there. And as you guys can see from this test, the Combat MG, even when it's upgraded, as well as the Hellbringer, pretty much have the same range. There's no difference in the range. And if we take out the Widowmaker here, it's the exact same range as well. I can't hit him right here, but I move up a tiny bit, and circle right there turns red. Now I can hit him. I take out the minigun. I try to aim at him. I can't hit him over here, but I get a little closer, and same range that I was with the Widowmaker, now I can hit him. So same damage, same fire rate, same range. The only difference between the weapons that I found is that the Hellbringer has an infinite magazine, while the Combat MG does not. And here at the end, we have the pros and the cons. And I know this list looks like it's biased, but I tried really hard to try to find more pros with this weapon, and I just couldn't find any other pros. The only pro that I found about these weapons is that the Hellbringer has an infinite magazine. It can fire up to 10,000 shots if you have that ammo. The Combat MG, it fires up to 100 rounds in its regular magazine, 200 rounds in an extended upgraded magazine, or 80 rounds if you're using special ammo. So the Combat MG has to reload. This one, it doesn't have to reload. That's the one good thing I found about that gun specifically there. Wasn't really able to find any pros about the Widowmaker. Exact same thing as the minigun. Even the Mark II machine gun, when you upgrade it, I still think that's better personally than the Hellbringer. It's more accurate, and it does more damage. I prefer that one, and it can use special ammo. This one, only one ammo type, and the cons are, they're expensive. One gun's over $300,000, the other one's over $400,000. You're going to be spending close to $800,000 if you combine both of them, and it offers nothing new. I understand this is from the Republican Space Rangers TV show, but they could have given these guns some kind of special ability, some kind of unique traits. The Up-and Atomizer, that gun's unique. It can push people out of the way, it can make people go flying, it can push vehicles out of the way. These guns, they don't offer anything new. They could have given them some kind of abilities. It's just reskinning older guns, the combat MG and the minigun. It feels like a lazy design. And you know, I really hate saying that because Rockstar is one of my favorite companies. They always focus on the small details, but here, this just feels like a lazy design, something they just rushed out. And another con is you can get spotted easily. You know, I didn't really talk about this, but say that you're in a combat situation, right? And you're fighting other players. You know, you activate off the radar, you activate Ghost Organization, and you start firing these two guns. You start firing the Hellbringer, or you start firing the Widowmaker. People are going to be able to easily spot you, especially if it's at night, because it's a laser weapon. They're going to be able to tell where the shots are coming from. Minigun, if you're getting shot at, it's kind of easy to tell what direction you're getting shot from. The machine gun, not really. You would have to exactly try to open your eyes and look in that direction. But if somebody's firing at you with these two guns, since they're laser weapons, they'll be able to see easily where the shots are coming from, even if you're off the map and kill you. And another con is it's a dangerous trend. And what I mean by that specifically is they didn't put any work into these guns. They just basically did the exact same thing that the Arena Wars did. The Arena Wars took a lot of the 50 cal machine guns and just made them futuristic laser weapons on the vehicles. And that tricked a lot of people. A lot of people thought they were new, unique weapons. They thought they were different than the 50 cal machine guns, but they were the exact same thing. They were just laser machine guns. Here, they did the exact same thing, but this time with weapons, infantry weapons that we're actually carrying around. They took the combat MG, reskinned it to make it a futuristic variant, and they took the minigun and reskinned it. They basically just copied and pasted because these two guns have the exact same animation. They have the exact same animation when holding the regular combat MG that's not upgraded and holding the Hellbringer, exact same animation. And when you run around with the minigun at a Widowmaker, exact same animation. It literally feels like they copied and pasted the weapons. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of these two weapons? I personally don't recommend buying them. I think that they're a waste of money. I think the Hellbringer might be more of a use to buy because that one, you can just keep firing it, infinite magazine, but I wouldn't bother with the Widowmaker. I mean, it's the exact same thing as the minigun unless you like that kind of cosmetic futuristic look, but normally I wouldn't bother with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, drop a like. If you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.